Good day. This is James Spencer from Spencer Artist Development and the Actor Studio. This is Acting 101. This is episode 5, Acting Practice. So we're going to be talking today about what you should be doing to set up in your home an appropriate space to really be effective in your acting practice so you're making great progress. So I'm going to go through a checklist, and then I will also be printing that checklist or putting it up on the screen so you can see it and copy. Okay. As you know, today we're living in a technological age, so it's very important that you have an excellent working computer. This is just a tool you're going to need to be an actor. I prefer personally a Mac, and you can go either with a laptop or a stationary. I actually have a very large screen. Like right now I'm on a 32-inch screen. I have my workspace and I'm ready to go with my acting. What's nice about Mac is it comes loaded with several programs that are useful to actors. For example, you have iPhoto, so that means you can airbrush and change up photos and headshots. You have iMovie, so you can create little trailers or you can do your monologue reels. You obviously have a camera video. I'm doing that right now, so that's a useful tool to practice with. In addition, most computers will have a word processing program so you can write your scripts. And you want to have internet access to find your monologues, to be able to view plays, and of course television too. So obviously a lot of people have Netflix and Amazon Prime and things like that. And those are also useful tools to be learning about the business, learning your actors, learning your history, okay? So to me, it's imperative. So I know computers can be expensive, and I know a lot of us are coming out of COVID and the industry, and things have been tight for a lot of people, but there are really good deals. There's a lot of places where you can also buy a used computer that's only a year old and save money. There's a lot of places that, like Best Buy, where you put a little bit down and then you have like no interest for a year or whatever. So look into things like that. Also, if you happen to be a teacher or a student, Apple allows for a discount. So I saved a good almost $400-$500 on my purchase being a teacher. Okay, so that's something you're going to need. The other thing you should have is a good printer scanner. Nowadays you can connect your cell phone, you can print from the internet, you can print from your computer, you can scan, so you want an all-in-one. And I prefer personally just a black inkjet over the ones that have color. The reason why is, you don't necessarily need color that often unless you're printing out your own headshots, and it's better to just have a professional photographer do that for you. So you save a lot of money on ink just going with black. Colored ink, once one cartridge gets down, you have to replace them all. It's much more expensive. So I would say have a good black ink printer. Check Office Depot, Staples. There's some really good prices. You can get a decent one for under $100 nowadays, okay? And a good computer, and you want high-speed internet. No, most people don't have dial-up anymore, but you don't want to be having a really slow internet connection, okay? You're going to be putting up your monologues and uploading to YouTube. You don't want this to take forever. So if you have good internet cable, then you should be fine. I have, here in California, Charter Spectrum. I have I've been pretty happy with them. It's expensive, but my internet rarely cuts out. Okay. In addition, whatever is going to be your acting practice space should be quiet and free from distractions. So, for example, if you do have pets, put your pets in the other room when you're practicing your acting. If you live with a family, Maybe you can find a private room, an office, a bedroom, somewhere that you could set up your space. I currently, in my house here, I live alone. I have plenty of space. I like to work in my living room. So this is my living room space. But in this one corner where I'm at, I have my whole desk. I have a library of all my books. I also have, a beautiful view out the window looking out to the ocean. So it's a great workspace for me. Okay, and I got plenty of sunlight when I need it. Okay, so do that. Also, you should have a full-length mirror. This way you can practice in a mirror and see your facial expressions and your acting. Mine is right behind me, so I have a giant mirror. That's one wall. That's just a mirror. And so I have my students, when they come to my home here, they can look in the mirror and work and so forth. Okay. For your portfolio, buy a really high-end, good 3-ring binder, about 1 to 2 inches. Black is the most professional. And I like the ones that have a laminate or a sheet sleeve on the front. That way, when you can put your headshot when you're done and have all of your monologues in a nice, neat book together, buy sheet protectors and buy dividers. I like organization. So, like, for example, all my dramatic monologues are, in a divider, dramatic, comedic. They're all alphabetized, they're all organized, so they're easy to find. Don't be the one that thinks, oh, I don't need to print things out. I'll just read it off the internet. You're not really learning. You need to sit with those scripts, mark them up, have them in a book. It's smart to have the sheet protectors. Things happen. I had one student just the other day came over here, was sitting on my couch and accidentally spilt over her coffee and went all over her folder. But it was in laminate, so she was fine, and nothing got damaged or any or things. So do that. Also. It's good to have, obviously have paper in your printer and office supplies. I have a little jar that I keep, just right by. You can see I have colored pencils. I have things I need, highlighters and so forth, and then I'm ready to work. Okay, so have a lot of sharpened pencils. Okay, sharpened pencils. Have highlighters. We'll talk about that, why you need that another day, but you should have highlighters, have pens. Have a quiet, organized space, okay? So when I'm working and I'm practicing, I turn off my cell phone. I have no interruptions, okay? That's important. It's difficult when you are married or when you have a family. You need to plan it out. So like if you are like married and you're husband wants to watch TV and you're working in the living room, you're going to say, this is my hour, that kind of thing. Work those things out. Get also a log where you're logging what you're doing. Today at 10 to 11, I practiced an hour on this and this and this. This is how I feel. This is what I need to work on. Write it down. Stay organized. Okay, it's so important. Start creating a library of books, okay? And specifically, you want books like, you want to have, books of plays, books of monologues, scene practices, anything you might be using. If you look right under my coffee table, I have all these books. A lot of those books are scripts and things. I'm ready to go. Student comes in like, oh, we need to do Shakespeare today. Boom, there's the book. Okay, we're doing The Crucible by Arthur Miller. Oh, here it is. So you can't see it, but right here I have a whole big, it goes top to ceiling shelf of organized plays, alphabetized scripts, things I need, okay? So even though you're just starting out, as you get better, you're going to need those things. So the more organized you are, the better, okay? In addition, your space should feel relaxing. And when you're relaxed, it's much easier to practice. So if you notice, like on my coffee table, I light a candle, I have a nice cup of tea, I have a very comfortable chair with lumbar support so I feel relaxed and comfortable when I'm practicing. I can move around, I have my carpet, I can move to the, the lounge chair, to the couch, So, if it's cold, I have blankets, I do just whatever it takes to make me feel very relaxed. So I look forward to my practicing and I'm in a nice, quiet, relaxed space. Staying hydrated is very important. So also, I usually make up a pitcher of spa water, like water with some lemon. In the summer, maybe some fresh mint. I keep that. I have a big glass container. I keep it on my desk usually. I have my my water goblets and things I'm drinking out of. So I'm staying hydrated. If it's cold in the winter, I was drinking my tea right now. And I'm ready to go. Okay. I also suggest an address book day planner where even though you're just starting out, start collecting websites, like write things down. Like if I say you need to know how to get monologues, write down monologue websites, monologue blogger, dailyactor.com. Write those down. Write down photographers in your area that do headshots. Write down the playhouses, what are local to you, people you're going to need in the industry, other actors, connecting with new people on Facebook. Maybe you're going to meet other actors in your area. If you're going to an acting class, at a community college or a playhouse, get people's numbers, start interacting. The industry is about the business too, connecting with people. So don't just think that just by practicing on your own, that yes, you'll get better, but to really get out there, you need to start meeting people and get comfortable with that as well. Okay. Also, of course, number one, you need to find a really good acting coach. And I prefer that when you're starting out, you study privately with someone. Nowadays, it can't be any easier. You can, study with someone online. Myself, I teach actors all over the US. I do 30-minute, 45-minute, and 90-minute duration. So you can contact me if you're looking for someone and you're in the US. There's many, depending on your budget, there are all kinds of, acting playhouse classes, weekend classes, things like that. As well as there's tons of acting videos on YouTube. Hundreds. I'm starting out mine now, but like there's one I like. It's called the Actors Academy. That group on YouTube has a good hundreds of videos on things. So look at them. Look at just whatever you're looking for, like how to do monologues, how to cry on command, whatever you're looking for. Look it up on YouTube. Start with that. Watch videos every day. Watch classic movies. Watch Academy Award winning movies. Watch quality television. Okay. And like I said, it really is important to invest. A lot of people say, I want to be on TV. I want to be like, Brad Pitt. I want to be a famous actor. And then as soon as you say, okay, you're going to need headshots. Oh my God, what's that going to cost me? It's so expensive. Smart people invest well. Okay, instead of like, for example, their habit of spending $7 a day at Starbucks, they say, I'm going to stay home and have my coffee at home and, put that money towards, acting lessons or things I need, So it's really just about priorities, okay? And I believe that anybody, despite, their challenges, with work or economy or health or whatever, can make progress. It really is about taking a look at where you currently are and setting up a routine. Also, I like that if you are going to practice, you practice your routine where you stick to a schedule. So like if you're a morning person, try to practice every morning. If you're an evening person, try to practice in the evening after work. I usually don't recommend practicing right before bed or really late at night. Try to get into a balanced schedule. That's usually useful. Okay. Sometimes if someone's like, well, I'm working 2 shifts with my job, I can't really work during the week. I'm exhausted when I get home. Okay, I understand that. But maybe you're off on a Saturday or a Sunday. So maybe you sleep in and then get up at 9 or 10, and then maybe from 10 to noon you practice or whatever. There's no excuses in acting. And what I mean by that is if you truly want to be a great actor, take charge of your life. Be responsible and say, I'm going for it. And I'm going to put 100% into it. That's what it takes. Acting is an incredible business. I feel, super in gratitude for what I get to do. I get to work from home and teach great actors all day. I don't have to be at a 9 to 5, that kind of thing. But I worked hard for it, and you can too. And a lot of people say that acting's not practical. If you really understand the business, all my acting students are people are doing great. They're working, they're getting the jobs, they're teaching. They're supplementing their incomes with things that are related to acting, like broadcasting or musical theater or whatever. There's so many options, and there's no reason, if you are thinking about like, I want a career as an actor, that you can't do it. Everybody can do it. Even during COVID, and a lot of people say, oh my God, the whole industry shut down. What was interesting is I had my best year I've ever had, actually, with the COVID shutdown. And it's very interesting that a lot of my students who are adaptable, and maybe, yes, movies weren't, the industry was closed down from that, but they went into voiceover. They went into teaching workshops online, So it's about, being versatile in this business as well. Okay, so there's your acting practice checklist. Get started. Feel free to leave me any comments if you have any questions. I wish you the best of success. Another thing I like to say is make your day a moving meditation. Okay? So, your acting practice should be like, oh, now it's my time. It's like a spa. Like, I'm going to enjoy my acting, have my cup of tea or Starbucks, light a candle, practice, and really enjoy myself, instead of like, oh God, I got to practice acting. Okay, it's about your attitude as well. So, think about those things and start putting your space together, and you will be so thankful you did. Okay, wishing you love and wishing you the best. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. This is James Spencer.